Brother and sister, I know you are a praying machine. I know you pray a lot and you love prayers, and prayers is good. But you see, there are four basic things, at least four basic things that weighs more than prayers in the realm of the spirit. One is God's will. First of all, God's will. No matter how you pray, if the will of the Father upon an issue remains the same, your prayers cannot in any way alter that ordinance. So your prayers might be potent, your prayers might be in accordance to precept, but as far as it is outside the will of the Father, no matter how long, no matter how far, no matter how wide, and no matter how loud your prayers is, it might not produce the accurate result that you seek of. Secondly, number two, we have kingdom principles. People love to pray and to forget that they are conscribed into a kingdom. The race is not just that of naming and claiming. Far beyond that, the day you accept or you receive Jesus into your life, what happens to you is you have been engrafted into a kingdom, and this kingdom operates by principles. So you cannot break principles and then come and cover up with prayers. Such prayers may not be answered. So you see people praying loud, praying long, and praying hard, but without answers. They are not doing one thing correct. And sometimes these things that they are not doing correctly is they are breaking the principles, spiritual principles. Principles are way higher, they weigh more, they weigh stronger, and they weigh more intense than your prayers. You can pray 100 hours, but if you break a spiritual principle, your prayers will be rendered null and void. But a man who obeys spiritual principles and prays, you see that there is much potency and there is much more power in his prayers. Not because he knows how to pray the most, no, because he is obeying and he is in alignment with spiritual principles. So I said the first one is what? God's will. A man praying over and against God's will, his prayers may not be answered, and God's will supersede any form of prayers whatsoever. Secondly, I say kingdom principles. A man who does not understand kingdom principles, his prayers as well may not be answered, because kingdom principles weigh more and higher than prayers. Thirdly, your personal life with God. You see, there are believers who has no relationship with the Father, and they want to cover up their inadequacy and their bankruptcy in relationships with the Father with loud praying in tongues and making noise. You see, it is called an empty gong. Anytime a man is not in sync with the Father, anytime a man has no standing relationship with the Father, his prayers is like it's like brass. It's like an empty gong. Anytime a gong is empty, you see and you notice that it makes the loudest noise. A gong that is filled up with substance may not even make noise, or at best it makes little noise. But a gong that is empty makes the loudest noise. So people who have no relationship with the Father, or who has no standing relationship or adequate relationship with the Father, they want to cover up that vacuum with praying in tongues. Your prayers may not be answered, because relationship, your personal life with the Father, weighs more than your praying in tongues. Because Bible speaking, it says we were first called to be with Him that He may send us. So the core essence is not your prayers. It's not no. The core essence is koinonia, is fellowship, is relationship. What Adam lost in the Garden of Eden was not his wallet in any sense. No, what he lost in the Garden of Eden was relationship. And Jesus Christ is bent on restoring that lost relationship and nothing more. So, number one, I said God's will is way higher than your prayers, your prayer and fasting. Secondly, I say kingdom principles way higher than your prayer and fasting. Thirdly, I say your personal life or relationship with God weighs more higher than your prayer and fasting. Fourthly, which is the last for this session, for this video, is authority. Now, authority. You see, people love violating spiritual authority and ranks, and they will want to cover up their violation with loud tongues. Loud, pray, make. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. The Bible, the scripture is clear about spiritual authority. Any man who is not in alignment with authority, who is not under cover, has no need for covering, and his prayers cannot ascend to heaven. So no matter how you pray in tongues, no matter how spiritual in quote you might want to claim or assume to be, if you are not under adequate authority chain, your prayers may not be answered. Because why? Authority in the spirit weighs more higher than your praying in tongues. Number one, I said what? God's will. Number two, kingdom principles. Number three, your personal life or relationship with God, with the Father. And fourth, spiritual authorities, or both spiritual and physical authorities, as the case may be. Thank you for watching this video. I believe it was a blessing to you, and if you are blessed and you have learned something from this video, please like, comment. If you have a question, you can drop on the comment box. I will reach out to you. Share this video as the Lord do others good. God bless you. Shalom. I remain your brother David Amedu, and this is Global Prayer Hub. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay notified. Shalom.